I would like to welcome you guys to the first ever episode of Solving the Mystery, Murder in Midtown, Ameliorate Legal Investigates. For all of you guys, who's watching the video, the content after it was pre-recorded, guys, they do this almost on every single YouTube channel. Just give it a few minutes. We'll allow some people to jump up in the chat, and then we'll get started. As I said before, this is the first ever episode of Solving the Mystery. Going to try to stream for about 2 hours today. I think we'll have a great stream today, guys. Great stream. Solving the Mystery. We're going to talk about Brian Thompson, his murder. It's like one of the greatest murder mysteries, I think, guys, in a generation. Great stream this morning. As you guys come in, please introduce yourselves below. Say hello. Jump in the chat. Take my stomach medicine. Give it a couple of minutes. Let some people come in. I'm going to review the content while we're waiting. Good morning. As you guys come in, please introduce yourselves in the chat. Say hello. This morning, we're doing the first ever episode of Solving the Mystery, Murder in Midtown. We're going to be talking about Brian Thompson and his the murder that happened in New York City a couple of days ago. As you guys come in, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit the notification bell. Most importantly, guys, please jump in the chat and say hello. While we're waiting, we're just giving an opportunity for a couple of people to come in the stream. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. It's your boy Ghost, your favorite host. As you guys come in, please jump down in the comments, say hello. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Also, guys, I ask that you guys will like the video. Go ahead, give your boy a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Cotty, good morning. Good morning, guys, as y'all come in. Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. This morning, we're going to be talking about Brian Thompson, his murder in New York City. We're going to go over the clues, the evidence, everything that we have to this point. As you guys come in, I ask that you guys will like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, guys. Give us a couple of more minutes. We're going to start the content. Like, guys, just think about it. And I welcome you guys, please. I do interactive streams if you guys haven't visited before. You guys, please jump down in the comments, man. Give me your thoughts if y'all heard about this murder. I think this would be like one of the greatest murder mysteries of all time. Definitely the greatest of this generation. I mean, guys, the killer, like, it was so planned. It was so choreographed to the point to where the killer knows. Cotty says he feel like that stage. What do you mean about that, Cotty? Like, explain to me what you mean about it being staged. I really would like to know. Because, I mean, bro, the bullets, listen to me, the bullets. The killer, not only is the killer using the firearm, and the firearm's jamming, and the killer's correcting the jam, staying calm, completes the mission, but the bullets, that the shell cases he got a message on the shell cases, bro. That's just, it's utterly amazing. We haven't seen a murder mystery like this in a very long time. Long time. Good morning, guys. As y'all come in, I asked if y'all haven't liked the video, that you guys will like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Guys, probably about a few more minutes, guys, we're going to get started. We're talking about Brian Thompson. Guys, y'all in here, I ask that you guys will say hello, jump down in the comments, say hello. In just a couple of more minutes, and we're going to get started on the content. If you guys don't know about Brian Thompson, you finna find out this morning. I'm going to try to give you guys as much information as I can. We're just waiting a couple of more minutes on YouTube, and then we'll get started. Guys are quiet this morning, not saying too much. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys to say hello down in the chat, like my boy Cotty. Insidious Blue, there you go, there they go. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Good morning. What you guys know about that Brian Thompson murder? Do you guys know anything about it? Have y'all heard about it? That's good, Insidious. That's good. That's good. We just waiting a few minutes for some people to come in here. We're going to talk about Brian Thompson and that murder. If you guys haven't liked the video, I ask that y'all like the video. Jump down in the comments. Say hello. Say good morning, guys. It's Friday. Say happy Friday. Happy weekend. You know what I'm saying? His murder was in New York City. You know what I'm saying? He was the CEO of UnitedHealthcare. It's the largest health insurer in the United States. And he's just going to an annual meeting, and some guy pops out, hooded up, just gunned him down. You know what I'm saying? From behind. So that's what we're going to be talking about this morning. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting a couple of more minutes, guys. I want to see some people pop up in here. Have you guys heard about Insidious? Have you heard about Brian Thompson and his murder? Have you guys heard about that yet? If you guys heard about Brian Thompson's murder, listen to my boy Andrew. Good morning, Andrew. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. Happy to have you here. That man calling me Buckwheat. You feel me? I like that, man. Starting out the morning with a couple jokey jokes. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about a murder mystery this morning. It's the first time I've ever done this podcast before. You know what I'm saying? Solving the mystery. We're going to do them every Friday morning at 7 a.m. Central. I just got started a little early this morning. I always do. But right now, guys, we just waiting on a couple of more people to come on. Oh, yeah, it is all over YouTube. It's all over TV. It's all over everything, bro. I mean, the murderer leaving bullets at the crime scene with a message for the police. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, Insidious, I hear you, my brother. So the murderer isn't just like trying to outsmart, you know what I'm saying, to commit the murder. He leaving messages, bro, at the scene on bullets. He writing words on bullets, man, after he commit the murder, man. It's really an incredible story. And it just popped up like that, out the blue, unexpected. So, yeah, we're going to try to go over it. We're going to give it a couple of more minutes. We're going to get started. Insidious said he got to go to work in 15 minutes. Insidious, if you don't mind, where do you work at? And Cotty, yes, definitely. It is all over YouTube. All over. Cotty, I asked you, my brother, to tell me what you mean by it being staged. You know what I'm saying? Cotty, what do you mean by it being staged? Could you explain like that for me? Like how, why do you think that is, what about it is to where you think it's being staged? And Insidious, you said you're a teacher. Where do you teach at, my brother? Like you teach at a school or something, like at a university? I need some lessons, man. I'm finna go back to university, maybe Texas State. You know what I'm saying? Take some classes, go ahead, get my master's degree. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But we just waiting a few more minutes, man, for YouTube to put some more people in the stream. some more people to jump in. We're going to get it crack-a-lacking. I think we're going to have a great stream this morning, y'all. It's really interesting. Cotty says to keep us all distracted from the real truth behind the scenes going on in our world. So Cotty, I just what do you mean? I understand like the concept of what you're trying to say, but I mean, as far as related to this murder, what do you say or think that's going on? Well, guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. It's your boy Ghostwriter, your favorite host. This morning is our first episode of Solving the Mystery. We're going to be talking about Brian Thompson, who was the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, which is the largest insurance group in the United States. He was gunned down a couple of days ago in New York City. As you guys come in, if y'all haven't liked the video, I ask that you guys will like the video, you'll subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. And most importantly, guys, that super chat button is wide open. If you guys want to donate to the channel, I would surely appreciate it. Your donations are appreciated, and I'll read the comments that you have with that super chat. So, guys, let me go ahead and get started, guys. So if y'all follow along with me, I think you guys will be able to keep up with the story. And then I'll just pause while we're going through it, and I'll jump down in the chat and ask y'all if y'all have any questions. While I'm doing that as well, guys, if you guys would jump down in the chat, and if y'all, anything y'all have, any questions y'all have, any thoughts that y'all have, y'all please share it with us in the chat. Not that many people in here, and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. So, guys, welcome to the first ever episode of Solving the Mystery, where we will discuss a crime that is happening on the news, and we will investigate the case. I am a freelance paralegal who just successfully conducted investigation in a civil case, which is due to bring the client and the lawyer profits of over 6 figures. Just a quick introduction to myself, guys. I'm a licensed practicing litigation paralegal, and I own a business preparing legal documents. As a lead litigator, I filed 15 cases with no attorney supervision in 5 different states and 11 jurisdictions. I have faced off against a corporate attorney, ghostwriting cases 3 times, and I have litigated against corporate attorneys with an 80% case rate and a 91% document win rate. Enough about me, guys. Let's get to it. I said all of that, guys, to say I have experience and expertise, just a little, in the topics that we're about to discuss. On Solving the Mystery, as I said before, we will investigate the case when we start with the facts of the case or what really happened the best we know it. Next, we will get to the clues or which were left, or the information we know in which we can draw reasonable conclusions. And finally, we will look at the motive and who will have a motive to commit the crime. We will discuss who we believe who possibly committed the murder and what reasons or motive to commit the murder. On the first episode of Solving the Mystery, we will look at the murder of Brian Thompson on Wednesday morning in New York City. Thompson was the CEO of the largest health insurance company in the United States, UnitedHealthcare, and was on his way to a conference at a hotel when a masked gunman popped out and started shooting at Thompson, murdering him in cold blood outside of a hotel in midtown New York. Now, I'm not going to start the stream with rumors or conspiracies. I'm going to start with facts. But before we get to the facts of the case, let's have a discussion. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys what you guys know about the case. So, guys, I'm starting the stream with you guys. I want you guys to jump down in the comments, tell me everything you know about the Ben Thompson murder, any and everything. I just want to see what you guys know about the case, and we will start the discussion before we break down the case. Guys, please be descriptive with your comments so I can read them. Tell me every little fact you know or you want to discuss. I see my girl, Miss Aloha Kitty, has entered the stream. Good morning, baby. Everyone, please start off by saying good morning to Miss Aloha Kitty. So, guys, now, if y'all haven't liked the video, I ask that you guys will like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And, guys, if you want to donate to the channel, get something off your chest, hit that super chat button, and I'll stop everything I'm doing. Read your comment, we'll have a discussion, and your donations are much appreciated. So guys, I'm jumping down in the chat with you guys right now. So I'm going to start out by asking, what do you guys know about the Brian Thompson murder? You know what I'm saying? Mr. Cotty, he says, I know exactly what's going on, but don't want to distract you from what you want to talk about. Either it seems mean to me. No, Cotty, that's not what we're doing this morning, bro. What we're doing this morning is we're going to get all of the information that we know out about this murder. Anything you know about this murder, I want you guys, please, right now, to drop it in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's have the discussion. You know what I'm saying? There's an active manhunt for this guy. This guy went and he murdered Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson has 2 children, a family in Minnesota. So there's an active manhunt for this guy who murdered Mr. Thompson in cold blood. So anything you guys want to know or want to talk about this murder, this is the time to talk about it right now, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to wake up. Anything y'all know about Brian Thompson murder? If you guys do not know about the murder, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just go over the information. And as I go over the information, you guys participate in the chat. I would appreciate it. So VB says, what murder, guys? We're talking about Brian Thompson. He was the CEO of the largest health insurance company in the United States. He was murdered in cold blood in New York City a couple of days ago. We're just going to go over the murder and talk about it. Guys, the killer left a message on the bullets. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm finna go commit a murder on camera in New York City, okay? Think about it, to have the gall to do that. And then, like, he's leaving messages on the bullets. This is somebody I'm talking about, like, they thought this through to the detail. It's one of the greatest murder mysteries, I think, of our time. And there's an active manhunt right now looking for the murderer of Mr. Thompson. Insidious Blue says, in Minnesota, that's where I live. That's where Brian Thompson was from. He was from Minnesota. The killer traveled to New York City, just like Brian Thompson did. Right before Brian Thompson's finna go in this meeting, the killer pops out, masked up, and just shoots him. Okay? So that's where we stand. You guys got any more questions before we start? Jump down in the comments, please, 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 right now. Jump down in the comments and let me know. If y'all hadn't liked the video, I ask that y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. And if you guys want to super chat, I appreciate that as well. VB says, oh yeah, that sounds like a paid hit or somebody with a very diabolical mind. VB, that's going to be the main argument, I think, with the pundits and then before the investigation starts. People are saying that it could be somebody, like you say, with a diabolical mind. But we're going to go over the details of it. And it's possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible that it could be. But in my opinion, like when I look at the clues, I look at the motives, the investigation, what happens, man, it looks like a pay hit. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't look like somebody who's just like, oh, my grandmother died over that insurance, so I'm gonna go kill this guy. You see what I'm saying? Like they took their time and they wrote a message on the bullets. Think about that. They took their time. Who is going to commit a murder in New York City? Know the guy's everything about the guy when he's popping out the hotel, that he's going to a meeting an hour early. And the killer is so meticulous. They're not from New York City, okay? Stayed in the hostel for about a week before the murder. So they came from somewhere, from out of town. And I'm saying writing messages with a Sharpie on a bullet shell for the police to leave for the police. Guys, this is amazing. It's really amazing. Insidious says, does he own the Mayo Clinic? Nah, he was just like the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, the largest health insurer in America. Okay, guys, we're going to get into the content. It's really good content. If you guys like murder mysteries, if you guys could just listen to me, you don't have to watch me. You paying attention, guys. Really, really, really good stuff. I love this stuff. Novelty says a professional wouldn't do that. That's an emotional motive. It doesn't seem like that to me. I mean, bro, look, I got the gun. Okay, I got the gun. And while I'm using the gun is jamming. And the gun is jamming. He's correcting the gun. He's correcting the jam. He's staying calm and he's firing. He calmly walks away, calmly gets on a bike. He runs across the street, calmly gets on the bike, and he rides off into the sunset. He coming from out of town, staying in a hostel. Right before the murder is committed, he's seen walking, talking on the phone. This is my only question. If I have anything, listen, if I'm finna commit this murder, if I'm finna do whatever I'm finna do, why am I talking on the phone right before the murder? That's what I'm saying. Get it, like, that's instructions. If I have any, like, he's working with somebody or something, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a contract kid. That's what I think. Insidious Blue say, oh, okay, so who will gain the CEO position? I think it's probably some of the people on the inside of the company. That's my thing. But that's a good question, and we could look into that when we get into it. Novelty said that's not uncommon for people who know their weapons. It's not uncommon. I understand that. So he does know his weapons. So he uses the weapon. He's not just going making a hit. But what I'm saying is how does he know? Okay, so it's easy information for me to know that this CEO is going to be staying in this hotel because it's a conference. Okay, it's an annual conference, investor conference. So I know that's public information that he's going to be staying at this hotel. So, okay, he could have got that information from anywhere. But the thing is, though, how does he know the CEO didn't stay at the Hilton? The CEO stayed across the street. You see what I'm saying? At the Marriott. So how does he know the CEO is going to pop out the Marriott an hour and a half before his meeting? And the guy's waiting there, perfect time. He coming from across the city, from a hostel. Bro, it's just, it seemed like it's too plain. And right before the murder, he's seen talking on the phone. Let's see. Novel Samuel Ponce says, what's up, bro? What's up, my guy? We talking about a murder mystery this morning. You know what I'm talking about? We talking about Brian Thompson, the CEO of the largest health insurer in America, was gunned down in New York City by a masked gunman who's still on the loose. Samuel, if you will you like the video for me, guys? If y'all hadn't liked the video, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Guys, if y'all want to donate to the channel, I would surely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So Novelty says, we don't know how long he's been after this guy. Either we don't know. But there's something that's important, is that the guy was getting death threats, okay, in Minnesota. So it's like, why are you going to wait till he go to New York City to kill him right before this conference? I have a theory. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get into the content. I see you guys are starting to get in the story. If you guys don't understand the story, y'all want to ask questions, go ahead, keep those comments going. I'm going to start getting into the information, the details about the murder in Midtown New York. So, according to Kelly Chow, an article published Wednesday by the Washington Post, the CEO of a powerful U.S. insurance giant, UnitedHealthcare, was shot and killed while walking in Midtown Manhattan on Wednesday morning, in what the police are characterizing as a premeditated ambush. The shooting was spurred intensive manhunt for the gunman, who fled on a bicycle and was last seen entering Central Park. A murderer on the loose. They have not caught him yet. UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson was heading to the Hilton Midtown Hotel in New York City for an investor conference at roughly 6:45 a.m. Wednesday, when an unidentified gunman wearing a hood and a mask fired multiple rounds from a pistol in a fatal ambush. New York Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch has called it a brazen targeted attack. So guys, if you guys are following the story, that's great. If you guys are not, please get down in the comments, get active, your questions, your thoughts, you know what I'm saying, as I let y'all know the story. Okay, so she goes on to say, this is the police commissioner in New York City. She says, this does not appear as a random act of violence. Many people passed the suspect, but he appeared to wait for his intended target. Paulette Thompson, which is Mr. Thompson, the insurance guy who was murdered, his wife, 51 years old, identified by NBC News as Brian Thompson's wife, told the news outlet that the police had informed her that the attack on her husband was planned. So Mr. Thompson, dead Mr. Thompson, the victim, his wife has informed NBC that the police told her that it was a planned attack. We know it was a planned attack. I don't think no one could. If you look at this murder, you look at the details. I'm going to leave letters, words, messages on bullet casings for the police. I know the police getting these bullet casings. And I'm going to leave a message for him. He's not just he's toying with the police. This guy planned this out so meticulously. But this is my point, though. Was it just a guy acting on his own, or was he contracted by somebody who had a problem with Mr. Thompson and was trying to send a message? Let's keep going. Guys, if y'all do not understand or have any question, please post it in the comments. Please post your questions in the comments, and we'll help each other understand. And if I have to stop and explain it, I will. So let's keep going. So the gunman waited at a Starbucks, okay, for several minutes before carrying out his attack, according to the police. UnitedHealth publicly stated last month that the event would take place November the 4th in New York at 8:00 a.m., but it didn't publicly share the location. But, okay, we're trying to figure out who this killer is. If you tell me that the guy's going to have an event in New York City, okay, on December the 4th at 8:00 a.m., then anybody could know that. We could find, okay, they didn't share the location. It happened at a Hilton. So I'm going to look up UnitedHealth event December the 4th, do a little research on the internet. We're going to know, okay, it's at the Hilton. It's at 8 a.m. Brian Thompson was shot at 6:45 a.m. He's going to the meeting an hour early. So this guy isn't just some random guy who goes on the internet and see, oh, I have a problem. My granny died from UnitedHealthcare, so I'm going to go kill the CEO and leave. Nah, this ain't no situation in that. Okay? It's deeper than that. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast, our first episode of Solving the Mystery. Guys, y'all jump down in the comments. We're talking about Brian Thompson, the CEO of the largest health insurer in the United States, who was gunned down on December the 4th. Guys, I ask that y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And guys, if y'all want to donate to the channel, that super chat button is wide open and your donations are much appreciated. Most importantly, guys, any question y'all have, okay, we're very interactive with this stream. Jump down in the comments, leave your questions. Guys, y'all can answer each other questions or I'll get to them in a minute. But let's keep going, okay? Now, so we talked about the gunman. He's waiting for Mr. Thompson, okay? I'm going to try to break it down for y'all. The conference for healthcare, okay, UnitedHealthcare, is being held at the Hilton. It's going to be 8 a.m. on December the 4th. That's posted publicly. What's not posted publicly, is Mr. Thompson is staying across the street at the Marriott. That's not posted publicly, okay? The meeting is at 8:00 a.m. Mr. Thompson leaves his hotel across the street, and he's shot at 6:45. So he leaves there probably about 6:30, a little after 6:30. He's going early. He's like an hour and a half early, okay? Now let's keep going. Now, the police still have not publicly identified the gunman and are looking into whether anyone had a known grudge against Thompson, a 50-year-old Iowa native. Authorities released still images of the suspect taken from surveillance footage recorded at Starbucks. The images showed a man wearing a black hooded jacket, a black partial face covering, and a gray backpack. Police said they were looking through social media and speaking to witnesses to see whether anyone knows why Thompson was killed, offering a $10,000 reward. This is an active reward, guys, for information that leads to the arrest and prosecution. They said they were also looking into the possibility that the shooter had been hired to kill the executive. That is what I think, guys. I really believe. I believe that shooter was someone who's very skilled and experienced with that weapon. I believe it was somebody who knew that where Thompson, they knew everything about him, bro. Everything. Let's keep going. Thompson joined UnitedHealthcare Group in 2004 and rose through the ranks to become the head of the conglomerate's largest unit, UnitedHealthcare, which made about $281 billion last year. Y'all understand what we're talking about, how important this is. This company made $281 billion in 1 year, boy. That's billion with a B, and provides employer and individual health coverage to about 50 million people in the United States. That company providing health coverage to a sixth of the United States. They made $281 billion. Think about the enemies that he could have, possibly. The people that he knows, man, very high up. Let's keep going. Thompson also served as executive of the parent company, though he was not, it was public face. He often supported UnitedHealthcare Group CEO Andrew Whitty in calls with financial analysis. In a statement, the company described Thompson as a highly respected colleague and a friend to all that work with him. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz also issued a statement saying, "This is horrifying news and a terrible loss for the business and healthcare community in Minnesota, where UnitedHealth Group is headquartered." Thompson, 50 years old, was CEO of UnitedHealthcare, the nation's largest health insurer, which is based in Minnesota. He joined the company in 2004 and rose through top leadership posts to become CEO of the insurer in 2021, according to UnitedHealth. He was also a top executive of the parent company, though not as public face, typically playing a supportive role to CEO Andrew Whitty. Now, guys, I want y'all to listen to this. I think this is one of the biggest clues. Let's see what type of person Brian Thompson was. If we know what type of person he was, that'll give us clues. Look for the killer. Guys, the masked gunman who pops out and starts shooting, guys, I don't look at this person as the killer. I'm looking at him as a shooter. He's just a gunman. I think the killer is going to be somebody who knows Thompson personally. So listen to this. Okay, so this is what Matt Burns, who is a former UnitedHealth executive, told Likert on Wednesday, okay? He said BT, that's Brian Thompson, was a whip smart and affable, okay? Clues, a guy who could grasp the complexities of healthcare and explain them in simple, relatable terms due to his Iowa upbringing. That lets you know that he's a smart guy. He's really good at his job. He's knowledgeable about healthcare, okay? Now, in his plain spokenness, that means he's just going to tell you what's on his mind, okay? This is what the people who know Thompson is saying. That Thompson wasn't shy about using four-letter words, so he's saying that Thompson would curse sometimes. Nor did he suffer fools lightly, sizing up people quickly, meaning that Thompson was a firebrand. We need to know this. So he's saying that Thompson, if somebody is not going to put up with no nonsense and they're that high negotiator, you know he bumping heads with people all the time, bro. We can expect that, guaranteed. So who did he bump heads with? Who the enemies at? That's going to send a mass gunman at him, okay? I hope you guys are following along, guys. Stay active in them comments. I'm going to get to them in just a second, guys. I'm just trying to give y'all as much information as I can. And if you guys do not understand something, please let me know, and I'll jump down there and I'll try to answer your questions. But if you're posting your questions in the chat right now, the people who do understand while I'm going over the content, you guys can have that conversation amongst yourselves and explain it to yourselves till I could get down there, okay? Now, Thompson lived in Minnesota in Whistling Pines neighborhood. Y'all remember the murder happened in New York, but he's from Minnesota, okay? He lives in a nice neighborhood, Maple Grove, a small city outside of Minneapolis, according to public records. Thompson's compensation package last year was valued at $10.2 million. Compensation package, $10.2 million. This ain't no little bit of money. No little situation we got going on, okay? The fourth largest among top executives at UnitedHealthcare Group, the insurance parent company. Understand how big that UnitedHealthcare Group is. We understand it's the largest insurer in America, but he got a 10.2 million compensation package and he number 4. You feel what I'm saying? That's how big that insurance company is. Let's keep going. Thompson was in New York for UnitedHealthcare's annual presentation of its outlook to its analysis. I think that's important. That murder happened. Look, okay, he's getting threatened before he goes to New York. His wife says he's getting death threats. So he's got death threats before he going to New York. Wife says she don't know what the death threats about. She know he getting them. Okay? Like, if it's somebody who got this much money, this much knowledge of this man, this much, they could kill him anywhere. Why am I send a killer at this guy when he's in New York City, downtown New York? He in Midtown, cameras everywhere. They see the killer. They done seen the mass gunmen everywhere. They seen him at Starbucks. They seen him when he got off the train, when he's staying at his hostel. They seen him at his hostel. That's how he got his face. They seen him get off the train. They done seen him come to Starbucks. They done seen him hiding. They see him pop out. They see him get on his bike. I'm saying they see you do the whole murder. They see the whole murder. I know they had a good plan, but I think they gonna catch him. They see him doing the whole murder. Okay, he know they seeing him. I'm saying if I'm finna pay to have someone killed, why would I do it in New York and not in Minnesota? And the reason why I think it was done in Minnesota, because I think the murder happened. This is my opinion, my theories. I think the murder happened. It had a lot to do with that conference because he got killed right before that conference. So maybe two people are having an argument or having a discussion and they're having a back and forth. You see what I'm saying? The death threats. We don't know what the death threats are. I'm not saying what they are, but I'm just saying hypothetically. Maybe the death threats is whatever's going on with that conference. If you go through with that, I'm going to kill you. You see what I'm saying? That's why we don't kill him in Minnesota, because we're not really trying to kill him, but just whatever he was doing, we're trying to stop him from doing that. So we couldn't get through to him, so we had to get him right before the conference. That's just my theory. But let's just keep going with the facts, guys. Guys, y'all jump down in the comments, guys. Y'all be active. Please be active. Y'all have the conversation. Any questions y'all have? We talking about Brian Thompson. We talking about Brian Thompson's murder in Midtown, New York City a couple of days ago. Okay, now Thompson was in New York for UnitedHealthcare's annual presentation of the outlook on its analysis. Okay, I'm afraid, as some of you know, we're dealing with a very serious medical situation with one of our members. This is what Whitty said. Whitty is in the company that's over Brian Thompson's company, okay? According to a transcript by S&P Global Market Intelligence. As a result, I'm afraid we're going to have to end the event today, which I apologize for. I'm sure you understand. Police have been able to track the gunman's movements to a neighborhood full of city-operated and private surveillance camera, but he has not yet been found. His last known whereabouts were in Central Park after he fled the shooting scene on a bicycle. So the guy leaves the shooting scene. He's on a bicycle. The camera's following him. He goes into Central Park. He got this planned out, scoped out. He know once he get to a certain point in Central Park, there ain't no cameras. So he disappears back there in the mist, changes his clothes, and then he pops out in different clothes, blends in right along with the regular crowd, and he gets away, okay? But there's cameras everywhere. There's a lot easier way to kill Brian Thompson than to kill him in New York City the way that they did. That's what I'm saying. And I believe I believe all the way this is a contract hit. I don't think it was a disgruntled employee, disgruntled co-worker, whatever. I think this was a contract hit. And I think the reason why they killed him is to stop going to that conference. Let's keep going with the content. I'm sorry. Surveillance footage, camera footage obtained by the Post appeared to show the suspect exiting the 57th Street F train, okay? This is the shooter. Around 6:15 a.m. walking briskly down 6th Avenue towards the Hilton Hotel. So the camera seen the killer get off the train at 6:15 a.m. and he was walking towards the Hilton, where police say they responded to the call of a person being shot at 6:46 a.m. The gunman then entered Central Park via Central Park South, police said, concluding that he exited on the west side. So guys, listen to this, okay? So he going to the Hilton. They see him going to the Hilton. So anybody can know that. That's what we said, if y'all been following along. We said that anybody could know that because it was posted that the meeting is at the Hilton at 8 a.m. So he's headed to the Hilton. But this is what I'm saying. How we don't know that the guy didn't, he knew that Mr. Thompson wasn't staying in the Hilton. He knew he was going to be walking along that path. That's my point. Because if he was at the Hilton, wouldn't I think, look, if this guy's coming from Minnesota, okay, and he having a conference at the Hilton, why wouldn't he stay at the Hilton? How would a regular person just have that information? You see what I'm saying? That's my question. How would they have that information? What you guys think? You know what I'm saying? How would a regular person have that information? Guys, I'm not finished with the content. I'm going to jump right down here real quick, though. I'm going to see just what a couple of people are saying. Aloha Kitty said maybe he was denied insurance and then just had a meltdown. Aloha Kitty, baby, though, but it's just the way that the murder happened, baby. It's just, look, this person, maybe he was denied insurance, but this was a person. I'm going to talk about what we know. I'm not going to talk about what I don't know. What we do know is that the guy, the gun's jamming, he's correcting, and he's shooting, and he's correcting, and he's shooting, bro. He is very skilled with that weapon. We know that for a fact. If he doesn't work somewhere like law enforcement or military where he has to use that weapon for a living, we know he gets a lot of practice with that weapon. He's very skilled with that weapon. We know that. Okay, another thing is that I don't think it's just random because he had too much information about Mr. Thompson. He knows where Mr. Thompson's going to be and what time. We all know that. I'm saying, listen, this is what I'm saying. Everyone knows that UnitedHealthcare is holding this meeting on the 4th of December at 8 a.m. Everyone knows that. It's posted publicly. But how did the gunman know that Mr. Thompson is finna be walking, first of all? Because how wouldn't he know that he stayed in the Hilton? I don't think that's something that would be posted publicly. How would he know that Mr. Thompson would be walking outside that hotel before 8 a.m.? That's my first question, if he's just a regular, random, disgruntled person. And my second question is that how did the gunman know? This is my biggest thing. How did the gunman know that Mr. Thompson is going to the meeting an hour and a half early? How would he know that? How could he possibly know that if he's just a random person? I just do not believe that this was a random act of violence. I don't think this was a disgruntled customer. I don't think it was a disgruntled employee. I think that this murder happened because of Mr. Thompson not listening or not negotiating or not doing something that was going to either start in the conference or end with the conference, whatever it was. I believe they go ahead and they said, night, you're not doing that. Let me keep on going with the content. Guys, if y'all just popping in, I ask that y'all like the video. Go ahead and show your boys some support. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, guys. That super chat button is wide open. If you guys want to donate to the channel, your love is much appreciated. And then I'll stop and read your comment, and we'll have a discussion on whatever your donation was about. Let me keep going with the content, guys, about Brian Thompson. Okay, so talking about UnitedHealthcare, who Brian Thompson was the leader of that company. Okay, the company's size and sprawl has been criticized by lawmakers and federal officials. This is the company Thompson is in charge of, who have blamed the company and its subsidiaries for contributing to higher costs for consumers and frustrating people about seeking health services. The Justice Department has recently investigated UnitedHealth Group's accusations and last month sued to block the company's $3.3 billion acquisition of Ameliorate Incorporated, a home health and hospice service provider, arguing that it would be anti-competitive because it would allow UnitedHealth to corner too much of the home health market. Guys, do y'all hear this? That's my question. It's right there. The Justice Department has repeatedly investigated, okay? All right? Last month sued to block the company's acquisition of Ameliorate Incorporated. There's stuff going on behind the scenes, okay? A lot of stuff going on with this guy behind the scenes, all right? In addition, a Senate report released in October said the company repeatedly denied Medicare Advantage's patients' requests. Patients, advocates, and lawmakers have complained that the company has too aggressively used prior authorization to reject treatment that should be covered under patients' health plans. Now, guys, if y'all have information about UnitedHealthcare, if y'all have experience with it, and you guys have not had a good experience, go ahead and throw it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? That would be helpful information for us and what we're going over. Because what from that information is that there was motive for people, a bunch of people who were disgruntled with UnitedHealthcare. And if they're disgruntled with UnitedHealthcare, they could be disgruntled with Brian Thompson as well as the CEO. So guys, like, it is a mystery. Who is this mystery shooter? And was he a contracted killer or murder for hire? Or was he just somebody that wanted to kill Mr. Thompson, leaving bullets? The bullet casings on the scene had words written on it. He leaving messages for investigating. Finally, guys, the police have obtained videos of the suspect talking on the phone before the murder. Aloha Kitty, this is my thing, baby. This is my whole situation. So if the murderer is a disgruntled customer or whoever he is, somebody who isn't a contracted killer, okay? If he's a disgruntled customer, I'm saying he is seen talking on the phone. This guy's at Starbucks. He's like, okay, he's popping out. Like, he popping out the train. They see him coming out the train, 6:15. Like, he waiting. He headed towards the Hilton. All of that stuff you could get regular. You see what I'm saying? Disgruntled customer, disgruntled employee. But who is he on the phone with? Why would I be on the phone when I'm going to commit a murder? And we know that you don't know that this guy is staying at the Hilton, or you ain't supposed to know. That's insider information. Where's that posted at? Or we would think that he was staying at the Hilton, but he wasn't. And you know that. He's staying at the Marriott. I hadn't seen evidence to know that he was staying at the Marriott, but he knew he would be walking. Okay? The meetings at the Hilton, he knew that he would be walking. And the time he would be walking, an hour and a half ahead of when the meeting was to be held. So in my opinion, that looks like that's a murder for hire. The guy's on the phone talking to someone. That's like he's getting instructions from someone before he commits the murder. He's on the phone. He's seen on the phone. If I'm disgruntled, okay, listen, this is just my thinking. This is my thought processes, okay? I'm disgruntled. I'm a disgruntled person. This healthcare guy has done something to where my grandmother didn't have insurance. My grandmother passed. Like, you want to deny everybody's healthcare, bud? Want to fatten your pockets? Bet. I'm pissed off. I'm finna go murder this dude. So I start looking up everything. I do everything. The fact that I want to do it in New York instead of Minnesota, that's the first thing. Okay, to me, that means a lot, because he was getting death threats while he was in Minnesota. He's from Minnesota. But the murder didn't happen in Minnesota. The murder happened in New York City. Right before a meeting. Number two, they're leaving clues on the shell casings. Come on, guys. This dude then popped out, murdered the guy, and he's leaving a message for the police. I'm going to play with the police. I'm going to leave a clue, bro. This is an old-fashioned murder mystery. You know what I'm saying? Guys, it's unbelievable. So to me, the most important thing wasn't that the bullets, the messages on the bullets. The most important thing of this whole situation, he's talking on the phone to somebody. He comes to New York City from somewhere we don't know yet. I don't think, or I don't have that information. If you guys know it, post it in the chat. He's in a hostel, staying with two other people he don't know, strangers. Okay, out the way. Okay, they got a picture of his face though. He's smiling. You know what I'm saying? Staying in the hostel about a week before the murder. Okay, but what we do know is at 6:15 when he pops out that train, he on the phone talking to somebody. We know that. So how you working alone if right before the murder you talking to somebody? Like I said, if I'm just disgruntled about grandma, why I gotta make the call before I kill him? I'm just mad. I'm just a disgruntled customer or a disgruntled employee that knows things about him that I'm not supposed to know. Okay? I'm not supposed to know he's going an hour and a half early to that meeting. Why am I talking on the phone? The police got videos of him talking on the phone to somebody before I go to commit a murder. That's a murder for hire, y'all. Y'all tell me where I'm wrong. Jump down in the comments and tell me where I'm wrong. That's a contracted killing. That's a murder for hire. That's my take on that, okay? Let me keep going. So I heard the reports about the words or messages, detain and depose. Detain and depose. We know that's like insurance stuff being written on the evidence, but the fact that he was on video on the cell phone and the way that he carried out the murder leaves me with a feeling in my gut that regardless of what comes out in the news, this was a murder for hire. He came in from out of town, stayed in a hostel for about a week, and then committed the murder and is still at large. Again, excuse me, we don't know where he's from. He's on the phone directly before the murder. Thompson's going to work an hour and 20 minutes early, okay? And the gunman comes from his hostel across the city and is waiting at him for him at the right time, knowing details that he shouldn't have known. Guys, this looked like an inside job to me. A murder for hire as an investigator. In my opinion, all the clues are there. Keith says phone records show he was called by scam likely. But Keith, I think that phone he left at the scene was a trap too. I mean, the guy's writing words on bullets that, so I'm going to get to that in just a second. So chat, I'm at discussion time. I'm finna jump down there, y'all. With those comments, I seen y'all been kind of quiet on the comments, guys. I've been talking for about 40 minutes. I've told y'all a lot of information about this case. Now I want to hear from you guys. I want to see what you guys think. Guys, please, if y'all have not liked the video, go ahead, hit a thumbs up, show your boys some love. Most importantly, jump down in the comments, guys. Tell me what y'all think about Brian Thompson, his murder, who committed the murder. So, guys, let's go over the information that we gathered in the facts. V Pirate, good morning. Mr. Keith, good morning. Okay, Thompson was the CEO of the nation's largest health insurer. We know that. That's facts. Number two, he was murdered in midtown Manhattan on Monday on the way to a meeting that was posted at the Hilton. We know that too. That's facts. Number three, the murderer was masked. He had on a mask and a hoodie, and he laid in wait and ambushed Thompson. We know that for a fact. Number four, the gunman was experienced with weapons and used a silencer and corrected his weapon more than once when it jammed in the process of the murder. I think that's so important. It ain't the fact that, okay, anybody who's experienced with their weapon can do that. But think about this. Dude, I'm in New York City, in Midtown. They got them everywhere, cameras everywhere. I know this, okay? I'm at Starbucks. I stop at Starbucks. I'm on the phone. I'm just chilling. And then I pop out to do the murder. You think about the normal person who's nervous. And when I'm holding this weapon, I'm holding it with two hands. This ain't no game banging. This ain't no crazy dude. This somebody know what he doing. I'm holding this weapon with two hands with precision. I fired the first shot, hit him in the back. The gun jammed, I correct the jam midstream. I'm not getting amped up. I'm not getting hyped up. I'm not getting emotional. I'm cool and calm. Like I done this before. That's what this looked like. Walking him down with a silencer on him. In the middle of New York City, leaving messages on the bullets. He done this before. Come on, man. This ain't just no regular guy like me. Because you telling me I don't care how much experience I have with my gun. It wasn't like he made mistakes. He made a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of errors to make it look like he wasn't professional. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you're not going to tell me just a regular person who's just upset with his insurance, somebody like me, could have carried out that murder the way that murder was carried out. To where I knew detail. Let me keep going. Facts that we know. Number 6, the gunman seemed to know the schedule of Thompson. Because regardless of what you say, the gunman didn't stay in Midtown. The gunman stayed at a hostel across the city. He riding a train at 6:15. If the meeting is at 8 o'clock, okay, he gonna get there early. So he popped out. Now he walking towards the Hilton. It was posted, it's at the Hilton at 8 o'clock. We know that. You feel what I'm saying? So he know what Thompson looking like. So how he know Thompson ain't staying at the Hilton? How does he know? How does the gunman know that Thompson's not staying at the Hilton? How would he know that? That ain't something that I can know as a disgruntled insurance person, just a regular person. You see what I'm saying? And then how would he know that Thompson's going to his meetings an hour and a half early? That's his routine. He always there an hour and a half early. Maybe that is. But I'm saying this is somebody with inside information, bro. That's all I'm saying, guys. What y'all think? If y'all haven't liked the video, I ask that you guys will like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And guys, if y'all want to donate to the channel, the super chat button is wide open. Anything you want to say, guys, go ahead, hit that super chat button. I'll get straight to your comment. Guys, y'all talk amongst yourselves below. If y'all have any question, we talking about Brian Thompson, his murder in Midtown, New York City on Monday. If you guys have any questions, put your questions down in the comments. If you guys have any inside information that we don't know about, go ahead and throw them down in the comments, man, so we can see. So, guys, let's keep going over, okay? Number 7. I think this is very important. I went over the clues. I'm going to go over them real quick again for the people who just came in. This is the facts, okay, that we know of the case. Number 1, Thompson was the CEO of the nation's largest health insurer. Fact. Number 2, he was murdered in Midtown Manhattan on Monday on the way to a meeting. Fact. Number 3, the murderer was masked and lay in wait and ambushed Thompson. Fact. Number 4, the gunman was experienced with weapons and used a silencer and corrected his weapon more than once when it jammed in the process of the murder. And he stayed really calm. I'm going to add that. Okay. Number 5, the gunman seemed to know the schedule of Thompson. Number 6, a fellow executive. Remember I said this, if y'all weren't in here earlier, described Thompson as a smart guy who would speak his mind and then put up with no BS. That was important because he could have got into an argument with someone because he was getting death threats before he ever arrived to New York. And finally, number 7, Thompson's company was constantly being investigated by the Department of Justice. So, guys, while looking at the facts, those are the clues that I drew from the facts. I know you guys might draw something else. So I'm asking you guys now, what clues did you draw from the facts? Does this look like an upset customer or upset employee who committed the murder? Or does this look like murder for hire? Guys, please, right now, jump down in the chat. Let me know. It's discussion time, guys. And please be descriptive with your comments. So everyone now, if you haven't liked the video, I ask that you guys will like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And if you guys want to donate to the channel or get something off your chest, hit that super chat button. I'll stop everything I'm doing, read your comments, we'll have a discussion, and your donations are much Appreciate it. So, guys, I'm down in the comments. I'm seeing what you guys got to say. So let's see. Cash Rules says that was sent by someone who wants his position at that job and did not want him at that meeting or his wife for his life insurance policy. Cash Rule. You see what I'm saying? With that great commentary, that great comment. I appreciate that. What y'all think about that comment? He said he was sent by someone who wants his position at the job. I could see that definitely. Because that's somebody who would know, like, that he goes to meetings an hour and a half early. Someone that knows that at the annual meetings and at the Hilton that he stays at the Marriott. You feel what I'm saying? I could see that. You know what I'm saying? Someone who had inside knowledge of Brian and his moves and his positions. And he just hired a hitman or a serial killer. I definitely could see that. What else Cash Ruse says? He said, or his wife for his life insurance policy. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about his wife having him killed for his life insurance policy? Guys, remember he was getting threats. He was getting death threats in Minnesota before he ever left New York. So y'all remember that. Put that in the equation as well. V-Power says it was experience, but I wouldn't say it was a professional hit. If it was a hitman, he would have used a rifle and never been seen unless the one who ordered it wanted to make it public like this. V-Pirate, that was, bruh, thank y'all this morning. Thank you. That's all I'm looking for. That's excellent, my boy. It's too good. Too good. Because I see it the same way. Because it's like, why you could get him in Minnesota. Look, I'm waiting to kill this guy, okay? Bruh, you from Minnesota, like a small town. I'm going to lay on him. I'm going to sit on him. I'm going to sit on him for however long I got to, and I'm going to just wait till I could get him with no cameras, no nothing. Maybe he has security in Minnesota. There's just too many variables we don't know. But he chose to do it in New York right before this meet. And what I think is one of the most perplexing things about the whole situation is the death threats. Who's giving the death threats in Minnesota? What the death threats are for? That's what's perplexing. Because if this situation, if you take out the death threats, then I could phantom a situation in New York and open it up to where it could possibly be some sort of random situation where some random insurance person who's upset with them about the insurance will run up on him and kill him like that, who just happened to know too much information. I could say that. But the fact that he was getting death threats while he was in Minnesota, and to look at this logically, if I was about to commit this murder, it just makes sense to do it in Minnesota, okay, to get away with it. So those are great comments. Because V-Power says, unless the one who ordered it wanted to be public like this, I see that, man. I could see that. What you guys think? What y'all think, man? Come on, y'all. What y'all think? Great conversation today. Great conversation. Cash Ruse says he probably a fired employee or someone who received a bad investment. Man, I said, I don't know if he was a fired employee or I don't know if he received a bad investment. Man, I think this guy was hired. I'm not saying he was a professional, but I think he was hired. Like Zen Lunatic says, there's no chance that he was a pro. I'm not saying that he was a professional. I'm saying that he was hired. He literally had to chamber every single round from his firearm manufacturer several times. I'm not saying that he was a pro. I'm saying that he was hired. That's what I'm saying. He might not have been to the level of a professional hitman, but what I'm saying is whoever hired him know that he could do that job. They knew that he could go to New York, kill this guy, and get out of there. Because you're talking about the best police force in America, the largest police force in America, and they're still looking for him. That's what I'm saying. So he did something right because he walked him down, bro, and he got out of it. You know what I'm saying? V-Power said that too, Jen. If he was a professional, then his gun would have been cleaned and serviced, no malfunctions. Guys, I'm just saying, I'm playing devil's advocate. What if he did that just to make it to throw people off? Maybe the death threats to throw people off. You see what I'm saying? Maybe him writing on the bullets. I mean, come on, guys, he's writing on the bullets. So we know we can't trust everything we see with this person. We can't trust everything we see with our eyes with this case. The man writing on the bullets, he's at another level of subconsciousness with this murder. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Cash Rule says $500 billion industry. He was the CEO of, definitely, 1,000%. Cash Rules also said if it was done by a fellow member of the company to get rid of him for that position, watch, give it a month, they're going to have the information we want to know. Remember, I said this. Cash Rules, the stream will be up, man. It's not going nowhere. We could go back and review it. Brian C. says, who goes to a conference without a laptop or a book bag? Brian C., that is a very good point, but it's already in the hotel. That, dude, guys, that, like, listen, it's already in the hotel. This person we know, I don't see how it could have been a regular person who wasn't involved with UnitedHealthcare, because this person knows too much about his routine. They knew too much about the CEO's routine, too much. So he probably left it across the street, is what I'm saying. But that's a good point, Brian C. But I'm saying, like, it seemed like I would have a laptop, but you the CEO. The projectors and everything's probably across the street. And I'm going to go there an hour and a half early, to set up, to get ready. The conference, it's not like he's going to the conference right now. He's walking over there an hour and a half early. He lollygagging. He might go over there for a minute and go back across the street. Who knows? But what my point is that the killer knew a lot of information, had a lot of information about this guy, and I don't know how he had that information. Great comment, Brian C. Brian C., everyone else in the chat too, just to let you guys know, on Sunday mornings at 7 a.m. Central, we're starting a new episode. It's called Origins of the Law. It will be a Christian episode. Brian C., Sunday mornings, 7 a.m. Central. All my Christians in the stream, finally got one for you guys, okay? We talking about the law and Christianity. One Nation Under God, first episode this Sunday. I'm going to keep going, though. So Aloha Kitty says someone knew his every move. Inside job, yes, baby. I think 10,000%. I think it had to be. Had to be. I don't think it could be no doubts about it. Cash Rue says the gun he had was bolt action. That explains the chambering. I understand that, Mr. Cash Rue, and I appreciate you saying that. And I ask that you and Zen Lieutenant, Lunatic Keith, and Aloha Kitty, y'all all keep the comments coming. You know what I'm saying? Zen says the death threats could definitely have had nothing to do with the murder. It's not surprising that the CEO of an insurance company that has a history denied on average a higher percent of your claims. Very right. You guys are great conversation. That's so true. But this one I'm saying is possible that it doesn't have nothing to do with it. I'm not saying that it does. It's all theories. When you're doing an investigation, we don't know. We wasn't there until we know, or we have like hard evidence. We don't know. We just guessing. We think OJ killed Nicole Brown Simpson. We don't know that for a fact. We think it off of the evidence we have. So I'm saying with the evidence that we do have, I'm saying it just, we will have to look at, because this is so weird that right before he's murdered, he's getting death threats. He always gets death threats. But the ones right before he was murdered, they probably was serious, because he really got killed. So coincidence or connection? We got to look at it. We got to investigate everything, right? Is that right, y'all? Keith says, I agree the two things may not be related due to his status. I also think something smells fishy. I agree with you, Keith, 20,000%. It just doesn't seem right. It could be unrelated. I'm saying all of this is all theories. It could be unrelated. We got to look at everything when we're doing an investigation. Guys, thank y'all for participating. I pray and I hope y'all keep participating. If you guys are in here, y'all haven't liked the video, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button for your homeboy. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. And guys, if y'all want to donate to the channel or get something off your chest, hit that super chat button. I'll stop everything I'm doing Read your comment. We'll have a discussion, and your donations are much appreciated. So, guys, we're going to keep going. We're talking about Brian Thompson, his murder. Let me get back to the content. So, guys, this is what I have to why I think that this was a murder for hire. I want you guys to argue with me. I want y'all to dispute with me. Okay, guys, we are investigating this murder together. We're going on the information. Brian C. says, do we know if this conference was advertised to the public? Brian C., it was. So what happened is UnitedHealthcare just says that, okay, that we're going to have our annual investors meeting on December the 4th in New York City. They didn't say it was at the Hilton. So they didn't advertise it was at the Hilton. And so Brian Thompson didn't stay at the Hilton. He stayed across the street at the Marriott. And so he's walking across the street an hour and a half early to his meeting. And the gunman's waiting there. He's waiting for him. How does he know he's going to go there an hour and a half early? How does he know he's not staying at the Hilton? You see what I'm saying? The gunman been there 6 days, 7 days, staying at a hostel across town. And the police got the whole thing on surveillance. Right before the murder, they caught him talking over the phone. The guy's writing messages on bullets, leaving it for the police evidence on shell cases. Let me get into the content, though. I appreciate that. James Sanson, good morning, guys. Good morning. Okay, guys. So the gunman was very familiar with his weapon. I took the clues or the motives that, to me, is paramount in the thought processes of solving this murder. Guys, it's just theories. We don't have facts. Ain't none of us was there. We're piecing this together off theories, okay? Let's keep going. So, guys, there's a video of the murder on YouTube. You guys could go watch it, okay? In the video, you could see Thompson walk by in a blue suit. You see the gunman pop out from behind him with what looks like a handgun with a silencer. The gunman from behind, Thompson holding the gun with two hands. He holding the gun with two hands. He aims the gun, shot Thompson in the back. So Thompson spins around. The gun appeared to jam. He calmly and seamlessly corrected it and kept firing. Easy work, bro. Calmly, like a professional. He might not be a professional, but what I'm saying, this man committing a murder, calm, write messages on bullets. That's what I'm saying. That's not just no regular person like me and you, bro. That's all I'm saying. That ain't no regular person like that, man. You feel what I'm saying? Thompson started twisting and falling back, and the gunman's weapon appeared to jam again and again. He calmly just adjusts the weapon and just keep firing. So, guys, what y'all gather from clue number one? In my opinion, the shooter might not have been a professional, as I hear some claim, but he was very comfortable with his weapon. In my opinion, that means either number one, he is someone who uses or used to use a weapon for a living, such as military or law enforcement, or two, he trained and practiced using weapons often, and he trained or practiced for this murder. The third option is he really is a trained assassin. So what you guys think of clue number one? Guys, jump down in the comments. Let me know. Y'all know Legal Wars Podcast, very interactive, guys. I'm going to try to get to the comments as soon as I can, guys. We only have 2 hours today. We got an hour and 15 minutes. I still got a lot of great content to give you guys. You guys can hit that super chat button. Super chat me. I'll stop everything what I'm doing. I'll get to your comments, guys. But y'all keep having a great conversation amongst yourselves. I appreciate you guys participating. I'm going to keep going with the content. Number two, the gunman knew the schedule and whereabouts of Thompson's. Okay, with the advent of social media, AI, etc., we know it's easy to track people. That's what Brian C. was just talking about. We know it's easy to track people and figure out their schedules. However, the gunman lay in wait at Starbucks. Then he lay in wait behind a vehicle for Thompson before he popped out and killed him. That's telling me if you was at Starbucks, then wait in the exact path or direction in which Thompson would come, that you planned this murder out. We know that. This doesn't scream disgruntled customer to me. Maybe disgruntled employee, just for the simple fact they knew he was where he was staying at the hotel across the street and where he was going. However, to me, that just smells like murder for hire. So the caveat to this, people, is that Thompson was receiving death threats back at home in Minnesota. So question is, was the death threats to stop him from going to the meeting or conference he was about to attend? Was that what those death threats was for? Or was the death threats just a smokescreen or cover for the entire murder for hire plot? Make it look like a disgruntled customer or employee, when in fact, it was a person scheming on murdering the CEO the whole time. What you think, guys? What's your thoughts? James Sanson says, people move in patterns. Look at the footage from a few days. Bet he made the same moves roundabout. I agree with that. Okay, number 3. This is my third clue. The gunman made unexplainable errors. This is what V Pirate was talking about. This was Cash Rules was talking about. Okay? About the gunman not being a professional because of the errors that he made. Okay, as I plotted out as this murder, okay, was the gunman calmly adjusting the weapon while in the commission of the murder? Guys, if I'm finna go murder somebody, I'm gonna be so, but I know I might have anxiety and everybody might not. So I'm looking at it as a person with anxiety. But I'm saying this guy's calmly adjusting that weapon, hopping on an electric bike that was rented, okay? This baffled me. Why would you rent an electric bike to commit a murder? All the facts aren't out yet, but I'm thinking that those things have tracking devices on them as well, don't they? So did he steal the bike or remove the tracking device? Or he must have gave everybody a fake name. He had fake identity. I think that's what happened. He was camouflaged well, meaning he was masked and hooded up. But police found shell casings at the scene as well. So the guy rides the bike, disappears into Central Park, but with all the cameras around, NYPD is sure to piece this together, in my opinion. So regardless of how good he was in the commission of the murder, he made errors, such as visiting a Starbucks as well directly before the murder. Finally, if he was a trained killer, it seemed as though there were other locations that he could have committed the murder and had a better chance of getting away. Unless, like someone said earlier, it was to prove a point. They wanted it done in public, okay? However, it seemed like the desperation to kill him when they did was either to stop that meeting or just to catch him alone when he least expected it, when he would have had little to no protection. Guys, what you guys think so far about my assessments? Number 4, the number 4 clue or motive, I think, is that Thomas was a firebrand, possibly had and made enemies. Do you remember what Matt Burns, a fellow executive, said about Thompson? I told y'all early in the stream. He said in his plain spokenness, he's talking about Thompson, he wasn't shy about using 4-letter words, nor did he suffer fools lightly, sizing up people quickly. So we see that Thompson was a firebrand. He was a scrapper. You see what I'm saying? Did he bump heads with somebody who wanted to kill him? You know? Guys, that tell me that it was probably highly possible that the person who committed this murder knew Thompson personally and or had multiple interactions with him. What that tells me that if the guy who killed Thompson didn't know him or have any interactions with him, chances are he was hired by someone who did. I don't believe this could have been just a guy who was upset a family member died dealing with the health insurance industry. If it was a person who got to know Thompson well and was at least somewhat familiar with his movements. Number 5 clue or motive that I came up with was that the death threats prior to the murder Thompson received just to throw off the police when conducting their investigation? Was it just to throw off the police? Because we know that this was a calculated killer, okay? So why not catch him in Minnesota? Why wait till you're in the middle of New York City, which has one of the best police forces in the world, to commit murder basically on camera? Why not sit on you in Minnesota and say, catch you leaving your house and tell you to find the most opportune time to commit murder? Why do it in New York? Here's a theory. Say I'm a competitor or a pharmaceutical company who is upset with you over a multi-billion-dollar business deal or something I'm looking for that you don't want to come to terms with. So why not lay down the death threats to make it seem as a disgruntled customer or employee? Why not lay down the groundwork to throw the police off your trail? That's just a theory of mine. What do you guys think? Number 6, what was the meeting or conference about that Thompson was attending? So down the block and across the street, Thompson was staying at the Marriott. He must cross the street and walk down the block a little to get to his meeting at the Hilton, which was an annual investors meeting. So guys, think about that. If a disgruntled customer was laying in a wait, why not shoot him leaving his own hotel? Oh, because you don't want the cameras to catch you hanging out in front of his hotel. So the gunman must know about the meeting that Thompson was attending, and Thompson was arriving early. You see what I'm saying? He was arriving early. The gunman must know that Thompson was going to head that way, and the time he was going to head that way too. The gunman know too much stuff. In addition, Thompson was headed to an annual investors meeting at the Hilton and was early to his meeting as well. Do you guys think Thompson, who is known to be upfront and brash with people, upset a powerful investor or business partner? Maybe an investor, and they hired someone to murder Thompson directly before he could go into the meeting to make a point? If I was the NYPD, after I got the shooter, I would start with that meeting. They probably already have. My theory is whoever had him killed is somewhat connected to that meeting. To me, it answers all the questions. Thompson wasn't killed in Minnesota because the killer was probably still trying to convince Thompson to see it their way before the meeting. That would explain the death threats, to either cover for the murder they knew they were about to commence, or to try to scare Thompson and or convince him to move forward with whatever he was about to do. I think murdering him was a last resort, and once the person or party couldn't convince Thompson to listen, they had him stopped by killing him prior to the meeting. That's just a theory, guys. That's my theory. What's you guys' theory? What's y'all's theory? Y'all have enough information about this case, guys. Y'all not being active. It's not that much in here, guys. Come on, y'all. Let's get the conversation started. Y'all jump down in the comments. I'm about to get to the discussion in just a second, okay? So, final thing. This is my final point, okay? Before we get down to our last segment, solving the mystery. Do you think that the murder of the largest health insurance in the United States, okay, their CEO, Brian Thompson, do you think it was a murder for hire, or do you think it was a disgruntled customer, okay? If you guys have not liked the video, I ask that you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. And guys, if you want to donate to the channel, that super chat is wide open. Your donations are much appreciated. Back to the content. The calmness of the gunman when his gun was jamming doesn't scream he knew what was doing with his firearm. Okay? He did know what he was doing, but that's not what it screams to me. Seeing him keep shooting as the gun was jamming does show his familiarity with firearms, but that calmness screams that he had no emotion about the killing. For example, if you fired me for no reason, okay, or if you didn't offer health insurance and my grandmother died, number one, I wouldn't wait to kill you. I'm going to do it as fast as I can. Okay? I'll kill you in Minnesota. Number two, I say that because if the gunman was that angry, I would have killed him, and I would have. I mean, he would have killed him in front of the Marriott. I'm just gonna pop out. Okay, I'm on camera anyway. Why am I wait for him to go in front of the meeting for in the Hilton? I know he's staying at the Marriott. I had to have. I'm just kill him at the Marriott. Okay, if I was that angry, I'm doing it on camera anyway. Number three, just think if you were that upset about Granny and the gun get to jamming, regardless of my experience, emotions would be flooding my body, and I would not have been able to remain that calm. Guys, the murderer was cool and calm because I believe he didn't have any emotions connected to that situation. He was contracted to do the job. Instead of laying on Thompson in Minnesota, the person who hired the gunman, who committed the murder, wanted to prove a point by killing him directly before he attended the investors' meeting. That's my take on it, guys. Someone hired that gunman to commit the murder, and I do not believe it was a disgruntled customer or employee. So, guys, that's the motives and the clues in which I think Thompson was killed. So it's discussion time, guys. It's discussion time. I see y'all really ain't being that active down there. I'm finna come down there with y'all, okay? Discussion time. Time to know what you think. Guys, before we get into our last segment about who killed Thompson, what do you guys think of my theories? Jump down in the comments and let me know. What clues do you guys take from what I said, from the facts? I want you guys to challenge my theories, like you guys are also a part of the investigation team. Was this a murder for hire, a disgruntled customer, a disgruntled employee? Guys, jump down in the comments, let me know, and please be descriptive with your comments. So right now, everyone, if you guys have not liked the video, I ask that you guys will like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and if you guys want to donate to the channel or get something off your chest, hit that super chat button, and I'll stop everything I'm doing, read your comments, we'll have a discussion, and your comments and donations are much appreciated. Guys, what y'all think? Who committed the murder? Was it a murder for hire? Brian C. says, look like UnitedHealthcare remove all of the board of directors off their website. Why? Brian C. I want everyone in this chat right now, y'all stop and y'all go look at what Brian C. said. One more time. Brian C. says, look like the UnitedHealthcare removed all of the board of directors. Look, his buddy said that he wasn't afraid to use a 4-letter word. So Brian Thompson was cussing him out. He'll size you up. He was a firebrand. You know he bumping heads with people. And he in an investors meeting, bro. You talking about he getting 10? You talking about they getting $1 million bonus packages, bro? You know, bro. I think 1,000% UnitedHealthcare. I would start right there. That's where I would start. If I'm looking for a murder, okay, you got a guy out there leaving messages on bullets, showing out with weapons, making fun of the police, riding on bicycles, rent bicycles. He in Central Park. We can't find him. We got a great murder mystery. That guy we looking at is not him. He's a shooter. Do you understand that? He a shooter. That's it. Professional or not professional. We're not talking about the mafia, bro. We're not talking about some secret government like whatever. We talking about the guy is a shooter. I'm gonna hire a shooter. Like what level of professionalism does he have to have? He wrote how many murders, Brian C., Food Run, V Pirate, Aloha Kitty Baby, James. How many murders have we ever seen where the good dude took a Sharpie and he wrote words on the bullet shells with a Sharpie, bruh? Come on, man. There ain't no way in the world that dude is just some regular dude that's trying to commit a murder. Look, I'm thinking all of that stuff. I'm thinking, but then I see that the police are releasing a video with him on the phone talking. What I'm going to be on the phone talking for directly before I commit a murder? It's just too much stuff there, in my opinion. It's way too much stuff there to where I'm going to say that this could not have just been some kind of random shooting or accident. Aloha says she agreed with Cash. She's talking to James. James said, I would bet a dad who feels this guy was responsible for their kid's demise. Aloha says, James, that could very well be. Loving and living life. He was invited to have breakfast before the meeting. Is that new information? Loving and living life. Thank you. Is that new information? Because if he was, that would make sense. And that's everything. That's everything. If somebody inviting you to have breakfast, they probably know what hotel you're staying at. They know you ain't staying at the Hilton. Because y'all going to have that conversation. Oh, yeah, I'll be down there. I got to walk across. Yeah. That makes sense. So whoever invited him to have the breakfast, you feel what I'm saying? I'm saying this man was set up and this man was backdoored. Bottom line, period. Backdoored and set up. The shooter might not have been a professional. I don't think he was. But he ran through New York City, put words on bullets, shot somebody in broad open daylight, riding a bike down the street all through on the camera, all into Central Park, and walked straight out. Y'all put it in the stream. Have they caught him yet? So he ain't got to be a professional. Whoever hired him know he could do the job. You feel what I'm saying? People said they hired that dude to shoot at Trump in Pennsylvania. He didn't get the job done, though. He wasn't no professional. So I'm saying, like, you hire somebody to do it. Like I'm saying, like if I'm a healthcare dude and I'm finna try to knock off Brian C. for whatever reason, his severance is whatever, because he won't make this deal, whatever. I'm finna knock off Brian C., right? Like Brian C., I'm so sorry, my brother. I'm talking about Brian C. I'm finna knock off Brian Thompson. Brian C., I'm sorry, I do that sometimes, get stuff confused. I'm finna knock out Brian Thompson, right? I'm a healthcare person. I'm saying I might not know no Navy SEAL mafia killers who's gonna be perfect. Oh, look at this. Pew, pew, pew. I might not know nobody perfect, but I know, what's his name, son? And what's his name, son, used to try out for the police reserves or was in the military reserves, and he always going to the shooting range, and he think he's some kind of Spider-Man or Superman or Batman. And what's his name, son, good enough to do the murder? That's what I'm saying, murder for hire. He don't have to be like a professional killer. He could just be a regular dude. But he was good enough to get that murder done, and he's still free right now. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying, guys. If y'all don't think it was a murder for hire, let's argue it out for a little bit. Because I think it was a murder for hire to me. Because why are you on the phone before you commit the murder? That's what I don't understand. It's just everything, you take every little thing. You can't overlook things. You see what I'm saying? I was watching a video, and there was like a SUV that was parked right by where Mr. Thompson walked. They just in the car chilling. So people just in the car chilling. You don't know if them people got anything to do with that. But when you doing an investigation, you got to pay attention to every detail and every single little clue. Everything. I'm trying to see what you guys saying. V Pirate says, guys, I'm behind on your comments, but V Pirate says it takes a special kind of person to be able to take another's life. It does. It also affects you for the rest of your life. It does. And he was doing it calmly at Starbucks. I'm saying in the middle of the murder, he didn't. I'm talking about when he finished committing the murder, he walked in the car, like he would start walking away. And then he ran across the street and then hopped on the bike. The dude was calm, man. You see what I'm saying? Like he had done it before, had practiced before or something. He just seemed too calm. I don't seem like he had an emotional attachment to that situation. Great comment, though. Foodie Run says he did it with ease and had a silencer. He was definitely trained. Some kind of way. Had to be. Also, he knew where his target was going to be at. Foodie runs with me. I agree. James Sanson says shooter was emotionally involved. In my opinion, father, a family member, a team who did something. I don't think they were emotionally charged. I appreciate that comment though. He says I could buy a silencer. Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Most people who commit murders don't do it with silencers though. That's what I'm saying. So we pay attention to the clues, every little thing. We store it and then disregard it as necessary. James says people moving patterns. Look at the footage. Oh yeah, I've already read that. Aloha says in NYC you could run, but you can't hide. Baby, you are so right. Cameras everywhere. They know every move he made, but they still ain't caught him yet. You feel me? Aaron says the assassin was actually a plumber. He flushed the tank. Come on, guys. You hear Aloha Kitty, baby. You feel me? Big 215 says, bro, it was Agent 47. Keith says we assumed the gunman knew where he was going, but he approached from behind, so he was following him. Could he be to get it? Could he have been going to get a coffee or bagel, or wouldn't have mattered? Keith, I think that matters, bro. I really do, brother. I think it really matters. I think every clue in this situation matters, all of it. Aaron says, when has an insurance companies ever done people right? So yeah, for real, they never do. Never do. Loving and Living Life says, that's my theory. I didn't see your theory, Loving and Living Life. I really want to see it because you have one. We said that someone called him out. Yeah, that's a good theory, Loving and Living Life. Are real good people. A real good theory. He also says Trump assassin was from the same people who hired Thompson's killer, in my opinion. Same sloppy work. I'm saying, man, if we could find some kind of evidence of that, you feel what I'm saying? Like people going around assassinating people in America in 2025. Hey, I don't kill you or assassinate you if you're a huge figure. That's crazy. Benjamin Vargas says UnitedHealthcare. Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about. Brian Thompson and his murder. You know what I'm saying? And Miss Aloha Kitty says, please be respectful in this chat. Everyone, please say hello to Miss Aloha Kitty. She is our moderator. You know what I'm saying? Very, very nice young lady. I would like it if you guys please listen to her. She is very nice and very fair. So if you guys have any more questions about the murder, the mystery, my clues, I appreciate all of you guys who have participated this morning. We've had a great conversation. You guys have given me some great perspectives of the way to look at the situation. And I hope I've presented to you this case as best as I can. So guys, we got one more little segment, one more discussion. Like I think most of you guys know or got the gist of the case or the situation. So guys, if y'all are in here, if y'all have not liked the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And guys, if y'all want to donate to the channel or get something off your chest, hit that super chat button. I'll stop everything I'm doing, read your comment, we'll have a discussion, and your donations are much appreciated. So guys, solving the mystery. Are we able to solve this mystery right now? So guys, this is where we solve the mystery. The murder happened just a couple days ago, and I was writing this content, and the shooter had not been caught yet. If you guys know if he's been caught yet or not, I don't think so. They got his face and everything. He still hasn't been caught. So no persons of interest has been named, nor do we have any clues about as who were the names attending that meeting or what deals or negotiations Thompson was involved with. Thompson was also investigated by the DOJ on more than one occasion, and I think that's relevant in some way as well. So I'm calling all my detectives, junior detectives, pet detectives, etc., to help me solve this case. I know we don't have all the details or the clues, but neither do the police when they show up at the scene. We went over the facts of the case, the clues, and the motives, but without more information or a list of suspects, it would be impossible for us to figure this out right now. But guys, we're going to do this every Friday morning. We're going to follow this case and other cases. So we're going to stay on the case, guys, as it progresses, okay? So let's just go with what we know. If you guys think he was killed by a disgruntled customer, spam customer in the chat, okay? Come on, guys, y'all wake up. If y'all think that Brian Thompson was killed by a disgruntled customer right now, please spam customer in the chat, okay? I see Aloha Kitty with a $5 sticker. Miss Aloha Kitty, all you guys right now, y'all thank Miss Aloha Kitty. Please, please, please for that donation. Thank you, Miss Aloha, baby. She always donating. She the head moderator. You see what I'm saying? Like, I love her to death, man, for real, as a YouTube partner or whatever, YouTube moderator, YouTube person, supporting and loyalty, trying to grow this channel. I appreciate it. I love having people like that around who participate and who give you a great perspective. You know what I'm saying? They're loyal, they help, they support, always there. Thank you, baby, so much for that donation. You guys, please thank her, support her. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, now, look, we're going to do it one more time, okay? Y'all get down in the comments right now. Everybody, please, we at the end. I'm only doing 2-hour streams. When I do this, it's going to be on the money, 2 hours. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 41 minutes, guys. Right now, get down in the comments, please, guys. If y'all haven't liked the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. You know what I'm saying? Every Friday morning, we're going to be covering this case. We're going to try to solve it together. So right now, get down in the comments. We're going to see where we at right now. It's just like an election. We're going to find out. But for right now, if you guys think that he was killed by a customer, a disgruntled customer, someone upset with their insurance, or a situation pertaining to their insurance, right now, spam customer in the chat. So write chat in the chat, write customer if you guys think that he was killed by a disgruntled customer. If you guys think that he was killed by a disgruntled employee or a coworker, write employee in the chat, okay? And finally, if you guys think it was a murder for hire like I do, please spam hire in the chat, guys. Spam higher in the chat. So right now, if you guys have not liked the video, I ask that you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Also, guys, if y'all want to donate to the channel like Miss Aloha Kitty did, again, thank you, baby, so much. You know I love you, girl. If y'all want to donate to the channel or get something off your chest, hit that super chat button. I'll stop everything I'm doing, read your comment, we'll have a discussion, and your donations are much appreciated. Guys, we got 18 more minutes. What we got? Loving and Living Life says silence Thompson before trial for insider trading. Loving and Living Life, you are I need to have you in here all this every time, man. Like, I think that's a great assessment. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the theories that you have, I think they're great theories. They make a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? But what trial, there's an upcoming trial they have for insider trading? Because if there is, bro, like, that is big. You feel what I'm saying? That is huge. My thing is, though, like, if you talking about something like Loving and Living Life says, okay, say there's a trial for insider trading. I know I could get in trouble, so I'm going to have this guy killed. It's like, but to do it like brazenly like that, like in the wide open public in New York City at 7 o'clock in the morning, writing messages on bullets, like, dude, like, I mean, but hey, I guess if you want to make a message or if you want to try to, I mean, but bro, that was like wild to me. That really was. Jacksonville Kid says, my belief is that he was a hired hitman from another country and is back in his country. What y'all think about that? Loving and Living Life says hired too. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think, man? Aloha Kitty, what you think? You know what I'm saying? Because Keith, what you think? Brian C, V Pirate, Foodie Run, James Saracen, Cash Rules. If y'all still in here, you know what you guys think? Because everything I've seen from this case, I believe he was high. That's my opinion. Benji says, what are we discussing today? We are talking about Brian Thompson's murder, the murder of the largest health insurance provider in America was murdered in broad open daylight in New York City on Monday, going into a meeting in front of the Hilton. He was murdered, shot, and killed. That's what we're talking about. Aloha Kitty says, low-level hitman. Baby, I agree with you 20,000%. I think it's a low-level hitman. Look, Keith sending that sticker, man. Y'all just showing love. You see what I'm saying? Keith, I love you just like Aloha Kitty. No homo, Keith. You know, no Diddy. Keith, you know I ain't got no, it ain't no gay stuff. But that's what I'm saying. People be saying I be flirting. I got love for people who love me and support me. Keith said, pause. Not like that. He ain't like that. Nah, Keith. It's just having love in your heart for people. It's more like a godly love or a Christian love. You see what I'm saying? It ain't a romantic love. When I got a romantic love for somebody, you're gonna be able to tell. Or if it's like something sexual, you're gonna be able to tell. It's the words that you say. But just having a people that support me, that show up every day, bro, sit with me for 2 hours, giving me money and stuff, donate to the channel. Keith and Aloha Kitty, both of them, mad love for both of y'all. For real, thank you guys for y'all support. You know what I'm saying? Benji said, English dumb, that there's a difference between a romantic love. English is stupid. It really is. But English isn't dumb, Benji. English is dumb. Yeah, I know what you're saying. The Greeks have different words. You see what I'm saying? Agape love. You feel me? They got different words for love. You feel what I'm saying? But with us, we only have one word for love. So most Americans, when they think about love, they see a guy and a girl, and they think that there can only be one love that exists. If they're not family, there can only be one type of love that can exist. But there's many different kinds of love, especially with like Christians. Like you gonna love a female like you could love her as your sister in Christ. You see what I'm saying? Like there's all kinds of ways that you can love someone without being romantic. You know what I'm saying? That was my point. Not to try to get off the conversation. But guys, did y'all enjoy the stream today? You know what I'm saying? It was just something new I was going to try, new time, you know what I'm saying? Like on Friday mornings, we could just try to start it. You know, I'm not sure about our views, but I think like we might have had at one time like up to 50 or 60 people in here at one time. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought Friday mornings would just stream solving the mystery. I wanted to start with this Brian Thompson murder because I think that is so interesting. It's so perplexing. And as the time goes, we'll just follow this mystery and we'll do other mysteries as well. You know what I'm saying? On Fridays. Guys, on Sunday mornings now, for Brian C. or Keith or Aloha Kitty, on Sunday mornings, I'm going to do an episode called Origins of the Law. It's going to be Christian themed, Christian based. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have conversations about God, topics about Christian stuff and religion and the law. So that's going to be Sunday mornings at 7 a.m., One Nation Under God. And then, guys, of course, we're going to keep our politics up on Tuesdays. And, you know, that's how we started the channel. And I just hope that, I could just maintain the channel to election time or political season come back again. And then that's when I'll try to make that step up to the next level. Aloha Kitty says she going to be here. You see what I'm saying, chat? Y'all see, you want to know why I love her? you want to know why I come out on the stream and say I love her? You see what I'm saying? She could be married, have 100 kids. I'm going to tell her husband to be on the show too with her. And I'm be telling her husband how much I love his wife. I would be telling her how he got a good wife. You feel me? Loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Donate to the channel, showing up. Like, yeah, got a much love for you, girl. Much love. For you too, Keith. Guys, I think that's my time. We didn't get all the way to 2 hours, but that's what we're going to try to do with this stream. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours on Friday, 2 hours on Sunday before church, and then we're going to do our 3 hours on Tuesdays. So once again, we're going to talk about cases, like solving cases. I'm going to tell y'all about mysteries and my thoughts and my theories, just like I did today. We're going to do this every Friday. Sometimes I have new cases. Sometimes I have this case. And then on Sundays, I'm going to talk to you guys about Christian and law, Christianity. Sunday is going to be our time to where we could just, talk about God pretty much. But I'm going to start off with the origins of the law. So, you know what I'm saying? Right, we were researching where American law came from on Sunday. So we'll just, talk about God without feeling like, you know what I'm saying, we trying to run people away or not. You come in the stream on Sunday, we're going to be talking about the law and God. And then on Tuesdays, we're going to talk about politics. You know what I'm saying? So that's our schedule. Aloha, Kitty. I appreciate it, baby. She says it's 6 a.m. here in California. Aloha, if you need me to back up the time, you just let me know. This is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead, Ameliorate Legal at gmail.com. Guys, I went ahead and threw my email in the stream. You know what I'm saying? If you guys need any help with any legal case, have any questions, you see what I'm saying? You guys could email me. You know what I'm saying? I'll provide that service to you guys for free. Free documents, you know what I'm saying? If you guys would need an attorney on your case, you know what I'm saying? I'll lead you guys to some services where you can get representation for free. That's a service I'm offering all you guys, so you guys can email me. Aloha Kitty says she's always up at 4 a.m., so we good to go. Thank you, Aloha, baby, for your love and support. Keith, thank you, sir. You always here. Brian, see you guys always here. The new people who showed up today, I appreciate you guys so much. We stopped in about 8 minutes early. But thank you for watching the Legal Wars podcast, talking about Brian Thompson's murder. This was our first episode of Solving the Mystery. Aloha said that we had a great stream, so I'm loving it. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys for showing up, for participating from the depths of my heart. And guys, I will see y'all Sunday morning at 7 a.m. One more thing, guys, if y'all haven't already, I put up a vlog. It's like a commercial vlog. It's called Discover Your Passion 2. Hashtag Discover Your Passion 2. Aloha Kitty, baby, if you could run over there and y'all comment on the vlog, on the content too, I would appreciate that love too, guys, just to wake the algorithm up. But I know y'all here, y'all gonna be here, y'all loyal. Guys, thank y'all so much. Y'all enjoy y'all's day. I love you guys. I'll see y'all on Sunday, guys. Thank y'all for watching the Legal Wars podcast. Y'all have a great day.